Hi Pisces, welcome to White Shadow Spiritual Advising. My name is Bria Bogatin, and today we will be doing your monthly tarot reading for the month of November. Down below, I'll be putting the information to my business pages. It's just very simply White Shadow Spiritual Advising on Facebook and Instagram. I am also offering discounted reading sessions until November 10th. If you would like a session with me, please message me through one of my social media platforms. And all of the information you need about my sessions and my work can be found on those two pages. Also down below, I'll be putting the information to my Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. If you would like to make a donation to me in support of the work that I do and all of the free guidance and free wisdom that I share with you all, it would be greatly appreciated. You can check out your sun, moon, and rising sign for the monthly readings if you so please, as well as other placements in your birth chart, like your Venus, your Mercury, your Saturn, whatever pleases your little heart. Okay, so Pisces. Just as, you know, a little overview of what I'm seeing from your cards, I definitely feel like delays are going to be over this month. However, it seems like the goals that you have, I feel like you guys are going to be reaching like a height this month. Maybe you've been waiting really patiently to see results of past actions and to see the fruition of your manifestations, and that is going to be happening this month. And because of that, you may face some conflict or unanticipated situations with people in your life, maybe due to jealousy or them just kind of like talking out of pocket or crossing a boundary with you that is not appreciated. And I will also say to be careful to not overwork yourself. And Pisces, you guys are the most intuitive sign in the zodiac, and I do think there's a difference between intuition and psychicness. I think intuition is more so in relation to like empathy, and Pisces, you guys can feel a lot, and Pisces are known to suffer from anxiety or even addictions and really negative coping mechanisms because they are so empathetic and intuitive that they just pick up on everything. I would be careful this month of getting too ahead of yourself and biting off more than you can chew, especially just keep in mind the outside energies of this world and feeling that, and that also having some sort of an effect on not only your energy, but the actions that you choose, if that makes sense. This is just how Spirit is saying it to me, so hopefully it makes sense to you guys. Okay, so the first card you're receiving is the Knight of Swords. So this is where I was getting into delays being over. It's like taking off. Obviously, you see this man on a horse, and he is just heading towards something full speed, laser focus, full speed ahead. It's like off to the races for him. Now with the Knight of Swords, it's like nothing is going to stop him from doing what he wants to do and accomplishing these goals. And it is kind of like the analogy of a bow and arrow, like maybe before you're being put on pause or being pulled back some, and now you're shooting forward into your goals. However, just remember to stop and pause and reflect and rejuvenate, and there needs to be a balance between taking leaps of faith and just going for it and thinking things through. So just remember to have that balance in mind during the month of November, because I do think you guys are going to have a lot of like random opportunities pop up in front of you, sudden situations. So the other thing about the Knight of Swords is that a lot of times it talks about people saying crazy things to you, talking very bluntly, talking like, out of pocket, out of face, however you want to say it. And it's not necessarily that what they're saying is false. It's just really about how they're saying it. So people might be coming off to you very like too strongly during this time. And this card can represent a unanticipated situation or conflict a lot of the times this has to do with friendships. So be aware of your friendships during this time and take note of how people react, especially your friends, when you start to become really successful. I think that you guys are going to have a little bit of a lesson in that this month. So then you are receiving the Strength card. Very simply, the Strength card is... It's like the saying, you catch more flies with honey instead of vinegar. And Pisces, usually you guys are more so soft-spoken, but also keep in mind Pisces are the double fish. So you guys do have that big essence of duality. So when Pisces go into their dark side, it is very, it's like, ooh, you know, like they will sting you. They can be very revengeful. So the Strength card also fully represents, if you see in this picture, this woman. The word I wanted to say was spiteful. Be careful of spitefulness this month and those feelings. So you see this woman, and she is closing the mouth of a lion that is like roaring or something. And what this represents is the ability to soothe a chaotic situation. So again, this card, there is something chaotic that's going to pop up. There is something that is unanticipated that's going to pop up that is a little bit of a conflict. And you're pretty much being guided to keep the peace, be patient, be a peacemaker, hold the light, stand in your truth. There's a difference between asserting yourself and being aggressive, and that's what the strength card very much plays on, the balance of that and the even keel. Like, you can set your boundaries without being rude, even if that person is being rude to you. The strength card is pretty much reminding you to maintain your composure and your gracefulness, because you're going to get a lot further if you do that. So then we have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, anytime the High Priestess or the Moon card comes out, right away we know that there are things to be said, there are things to be known, there's information coming to the surface. We do not know everything just yet. And the 10 of Rods is coming out after that. What I am feeling really strongly from these cards is that, especially with the Knight of Swords and being able to take off and really go for it, I have a feeling that you guys might unknowingly take on a responsibility that is going to be too much to handle. So you're being forewarned about that. For some of you, it may have already happened, but I do feel for at least the majority of you, it has not happened yet. So be aware of the commitments that you make this month, because you don't want to make a commitment towards something and then you have to do it, and the next thing you know, you're here, which is entirely stressed out, a lot of weight on your shoulders, overbearing energy, taking on a responsibility that is just way too much. I feel like whatever venture you guys are trying to accomplish, I feel there's a possibility that you guys might be taking like the hard way to it. Like, you're making things harder on yourself somehow. Maybe you guys don't really consider yourself to be business-minded people, so maybe you need to reach out to others in order to get advice or get more of a direction onto where you feel you need to go or what you need to do. The High Priestess is also a very highly psychic card, and to me, psychicness is foreseeing, and intuition is sensing something that's like here and now. And you know, that isn't just limited to that. However, psychicness to me is visions and seeing something from in the future, something that is forthcoming. And so there's I feel this is being heightened during this time for you guys. Do not overthink your intuition, your psychicness, what you are sensing from your future or what you are sensing from an opportunity, because it is on point. And the High Priestess is pretty much saying to you, this is a lesson in inner wisdom and how much you trust your own inner wisdom and your own instincts. Now, the 10 of Rods, again, this can be stress-related health concerns, biting off more than you can chew. This could also be in an emotional sense as well. However, like, I don't usually say that, but I am feeling that as well for you guys, that this could be like an emotional overbearing, taking on more emotionally than you can handle. And as Pisces, and you guys being such a sensitive sign and being so in tune with your emotional body, so intuitive, so psychic, I feel like that can obviously very easily happen for you guys. The good thing about the 10 of Rods is that it is the number 10. And it does represent that situation ending soon. I don't think it's going to be something that is going to be a huge part of your month, but it's something to take note of, because there is some sort of karmic lesson, or at least a lesson that you need in order to be successful in the future. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that. Don't want to overcomplicate it, okay? So have a great month, Pisces, and many blessings to you.